Looks tiny like this, but I made a mistake of forgetting them. And if you know Atlanta Airport, you know as much as they care to bottle and whatnot, and I just... What's good, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back with another video. Today's video is going to be a quick must-have essentials for when traveling with a baby. We have our second trip coming up with baby girl, and these are just some of the things that we've learned in our first 2 flights with her. Things that helped, things that didn't really make a big difference, slash things I know we're definitely going to use again. I'm in the middle of kind of prepping and packing right now. I just thought I'd record this quickly and put it out there for you guys. I know for a fact before our first travel, I looked up a lot of videos like this. I feel like my glasses always being shiny, but I looked up a lot of these videos that was very much helpful for us. So I do hope this is going to be helpful for you if you have travel coming up with a little one or a couple of them. Now granted, our baby is only 3 months. Yes. What happened? Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're back. Not experts at this by any means, but so far we've only conquered 2 flights, but these are some of the things that we had with us that were really helpful. Before I get started with the list, just know that any of the stuff that you see here, I'll try to link all of them below. All of these things you can easily find on Amazon. If not Amazon, probably in your local store. I'll leave a link to each of these items that you see on this video today in the description below. You can find pretty much all of this on Amazon. I'm hoping this will be helpful for you guys if you have a little one to travel with or a couple of them. Granted, this is our first child and she's only 3 months old at the time of this video, and the very first travel she did was at exactly 2 months. So we're hoping to repeat the nice smooth travel experience she had the first time around this time around, so fingers crossed. But without further ado, let's go through the list. First up, it's these headsets for her. This is the Alpine brand. This basically helps from their ears popping during takeoff time and landing. We made sure to pop this on her ears, and I also made sure to nurse her. You can give your baby a bottle or nurse her, or have like a pacifier or something they can suck on, so that way their ear doesn't pop while it's, you know, during takeoff as well as landing. I did both, so I put this on her and nursed her during both times basically, and she did very well. Wasn't fussy at all. And on the second flight, she basically slept through the entire flight with this on. It has straps here that you can adjust, you know, as your baby grows and whatnot in size. But yeah, this is the very first one. Highly recommend. Number 2 is this wrist pillow. I showed this in my video about like 2 videos ago, I believe. Basically, it's a pillow for your wrist where you put it on like this and baby can go on your wrist. This is kind of like a mini pillow basically for them. She found this very comfortable. Either you can have it on your wrist, or I remember on the second flight I just had it like this, just like a pillow across my legs, and like she was just on it like this. I'll pop a video just for reference. And again, this was very much comfortable for her. Keeps your arm from getting super tired and numb the entire flight holding a baby, especially if your baby fortunately happens to sleep throughout the whole flight. Number 3 on the list is this, I guess, what is it called? It's kind of like a breastfeeding cover situation. So it basically just goes over your head like this. Baby's under here when you're nursing in public, so when you're feeding your baby in public. And you could use a regular blanket too, but you would have to kind of, you know, hold it up, or, you know, have it over your shoulder. It might fall, baby might move, all of that. This keeps it secure. You can, you know, make it tighter or looser over here around the neck area, but basically you have it like this. Your arm is free to do whatever. You're having your baby over here, so during, you know, whether you're in the plane or before the plane, before boarding, you just quickly want to nurse your baby before going into the flight. This is a good one to use. I've used it on both flights, both on the plane and before boarding. I went with this neutral color. What else is new? But they have multiple colors available on there, I believe. And for any of the ones I don't have right here with me, it's either downstairs or in her diaper bag or something. I'll just pop a picture of it on the screen, somewhere on the screen here for you. Next up is some sort of a baby carrier. Now this is great for if you don't want to push the baby in a stroller, or just want to have 2 hands free while baby's, you know, strapped to you over here. We have the Mom Cozy carrier. Pretty nice, super easy to put together. You can do it by yourself. I would say that's a really good one. We did not take this one on our first flight, but we're definitely going to take it on the second flight, so we don't know how hectic it's going to be. It is near the holiday season, and if you know Atlanta Airport, you know how hectic and busy it can be. So either a carrier or this type of a more traditional type of swaddle carrier, it serves the same purpose, either a carrier or this, but in my opinion, I believe the carrier is much easier to assemble and put together. Next on the list is a cozy blanket, a nice cozy blanket, and a nice cozy beanie. Y'all know how cold it could be on flights. I mean, if you're anything like me or the majority of people out there, flights, when you're on board, it's usually super cold. So as not to have baby be fussy or whatnot, definitely have a nice one decent blanket that the baby can be cozied up in and sleep throughout the flight. And the thing with the beanies, or some sort of like a flexible stretchy hat that you can put on your baby as well, is you can also use it as kind of a little bit of an eye cover for them. Regardless of you having your overhead lights on or not in flights, you know, during any type of announcement or during takeoff or landing, they normally turn on all the lights in the plane and it's blaring. That can annoy the baby. All of a sudden, you know, they're nice and cozy and sleeping, and you know, some light comes on. If it's a stretchy beanie or hat, you can just pull it a little bit lower and kind of cover their eyelids a little bit, so that way they still have that, you know, some sense of coverage and protection from, you know, the light that happens, the light that comes on all of a sudden. So that's another good reason to have some sort of a nice stretchy beanie or hat, flexible material as a hat for them on the flight. And then another one is having a diaper bag that also has a changing station in it, or some sort of a changing station pad in it. This is very nice when you can't find a family room to go in and change quickly, or you have like an emergency blowout right before boarding and you need to quickly change your baby or something. You can just have it on the corner. Literally the bag would open up and give you this little mini bed flat changing station situation where your baby's still covered, and you can just, you know, quickly change your baby in there and, you know, go on about your day. We've used it multiple times, not just for travel purposes, but whenever we're out, you know, at social events or church or anything like that. So I highly recommend that. Next is these packing cubes. Last time I believe we used this one, and her, I believe about 4 days worth of items for her fit all in this. Their outfits are super tiny, but on this trip we're gone for 6 days, 5 nights and 6 days. So my goal is to still fit everything that she needs in this. I'll see if it does. I think it does, now that her clothes are a little bit bigger, but it's not that different from, you know, our last travel. So but this was very much helpful. So you can have everything that you need just in one packing cube and just put that, you know, straight into your carry-on or your personal whatever. And then also like a mesh bag like this for any type of dirty laundry, the dirty clothing that they have, or you can just put it separately. So you can either do laundry there before you come back home again, or you bring it in this and do laundry once you get home. The next one is feeding related, especially if you're a breastfeeding mom. These silicone milk storage bags, top notch. You can use it just like any other milk storage bag, but the nice thing about it is they are reusable, so these would be great for travel. You can also use just the ones that are disposable as well. I used the disposable ones to store the milk in last time, and then I actually used the silicone ones to make my own ice packs. That's another good way to use it as well. Next item being this milk storage bag. This is also another item that I've shown in another video too. It is an insulated bag basically for milk storage. I actually have the storage bags in here that I used last time. So you can use like disposable plastic milk storage. Also on feeding related is packing manual pumps. Of course you can use electric pumps as well, but I find that the manual ones are much easier to clean while on the go and, you know, reuse versus the electric ones. I feel like there's a lot more parts to the wireless hands-free pump than the manual ones. So I would recommend you grab 1 or 2 manual pumps that you can easily clean on the go. Just keep them in a Ziploc bag separately, you know, use as needed basically on your travel. And then the next one is more so for you than the baby. Again, especially if you're a breastfeeding mom, it's so much easier to lose energy faster and get hungry faster and be dehydrated faster. And this is something I made a mistake of forgetting the last time, is water bottle. This water bottle, it's one of those compact water bottles where it looks tiny like this, but it's this big. These silicone nice bottles. It comes with a little hanger here, so you can just strap it on the side of your bag. Mama, make sure you stay hydrated because you're gonna need it. And y'all know when you're on flights, you get dehydrated much faster because of the air in the plane. So This is a note to self more so than for you guys, because I totally forgot to do this last time and it was not fun. One thing I like about this is, like, I mean, you see like the big Stanley jug over there. That is a whole, that could be like a whole carry-on in itself. That is way too huge for me to carry around, as if we don't have enough things to carry with the baby. So this is a nice way to stay hydrated, small and compact. I'll just strap it on my backpack and not forget it this time. And also snacks. That's another thing I didn't do. We ate before we left, but still, like I said, you get hungry faster, you lose energy faster, dehydrated faster. So just make sure you have some sort of snack, some sort of light food, dry food that you can snack on throughout your travels for yourself and the dads out there, because they're also doing a lot of work. Yeah. And another item is a large bag for your stroller / your car seat gate check. So these are items that you can check in at the gate instead of at check-in before you go through TSA. So this is a bag. Again, I don't have the bag, it's downstairs, but I'll pop it over here for you guys. I got it in the size, I believe, large, not extra large, but large, and it's able to fit both our stroller and our car seat in one bag, so that way you can just check that. It's nice and durable material. It has a nice sign on the bag, nice big letters, SS checked bag, handle with care. So anybody who's handling that knows to handle that item with care, you know, as much as they care too, but at least, you know, you're doing your part of making sure that your item is protected in that bag. And you can just gate check that when you're about to board the plane. You don't necessarily have to do it when you check in for your flight before you go through TSA. I've used it twice, worked very well. So that's one more item that's been really helpful for us as well. Oh, another thing would be toys. Some sort of toys that your baby normally likes, can be entertained by for a long period of time. Keep that with you in case they're not asleep throughout the whole flight. You can keep them entertained with that and keep them distracted with that toy, basically. And then last but not least, hand sanitizers. Why? Because things are nasty. Airports are nasty. It's the most gross place you can be with a baby, honestly. So make sure you have a hand sanitizer on, especially when you're going through TSA and they're having to pull your diaper bag away or your like milk storage bag away and check that, you know, the milk that you have in there is indeed breast milk. The security team, they use the same gloves that they use to touch somebody else's shoes or bag or whatever, and come and, you know, open up the bottle, accidentally might touch the nipple of the bottle and whatnot, and that just, so just make sure you have hand sanitizers to keep yourself sanitized, and any of your baby's items that they've touched, make sure to wipe them down, either sanitizing wipes or actual wipes or the spray, or, you know, any type that works for you, but just make sure you have some sort of sanitizer to keep yourself clean and your baby's items clean and sanitized throughout your whole travel. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anything. If I am, I'll try to add any more additional things in the description box below, so make sure to check that out. And again, she's only 3 months right now. As she grows, I'm sure she'll need more things and be in demand for more things, so I'll update these videos as I go and as baby girl's growing up as well. I'm also definitely aware that traveling with one infant versus multiple kids or toddlers, that is a completely different game. Again, everything I listed here on this video, you'll be able to find the links to it at the description box below. If you're unable to find something that you're looking for, feel free to just drop your questions in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer for you. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up our packing. If you are traveling this holiday season, I hope you have a safe and fabulous travel time with your loved ones. Wishing you all a happy holidays ahead. Thanks again for watching this video. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and stick around. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or if I missed something or something that you like to do that maybe I didn't mention in this video. I would love to learn more from experienced mamas who have traveled a whole lot, who have done this, you know, one too many times, and they know the best ways to travel. Again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.